It can't be. It can't be. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your WREXfast Club for Monday, January 20th. Yes, we are on a Monday. And as I come on just right now with some fairly competent sources of people that we know and we trust, just gave me a message about this. Okay, there he is right there, changing back his thumbnail on his Instagram. That's Sam Dalby right there. That is a picture of him that just got changed back to Wrexham. So if I'm reading the tea leaves, and I believe everybody, what's going on? Looks like Sam Dalby's coming back. Hallelujah. He'll be back. Yay. All right. Anyways, yes, Dundee did sign a striker. Please smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the Local Pundit if you have not subscribed already. We're going to dive into it and get your thoughts on it. If so true, I believe it's 99% true. 99.9, and it'll probably be an announcement. Like a new signing. Let's quote Matt from Racecourse. Like a new signing. The rumor is very heavily that Sam Dalby will be back in a Wrexham jersey. Well. How the chips fall where they may on a Monday. Well, what can you do? I mean, business is business. Football is football. I don't know. Personally, I don't know if that's as ambitious as I'd like to be as a football club. It's not confirmed yet, but give credit where credit is due. And people who are more in the know than I am just messaging me very heavily strong rumors that this is happening. And we shall see. Anyways, I want to give credit. Stoner Combat Bet is first. What does everyone think about the hopefully I'm not wrong, breaking rumor news. I'll just leave it at that Dalby will be back. What do we think? Matt Al says Defo called back but missed that deadline to return before Dundee's game tonight, so won't be playing for Thursday. So Dundee is about to play in an hour from now. Is he in the lineup? Is he in the lineup? I'm not sure. And good morning, Local Pundit fam. Good morning, Josh. How you doing, Esteban? Again, the breaking rumor news is that Dalby's back. So I planned a different show, but the clock is ticking because we're in the January transfer window. But it looks like this is going to happen. And if it does, and he comes back and scores goals, then I'll eat my hat. And fine, fair enough. That's what has to happen. But that's looking like it's going to be more than happy, more than positive. Now, this is also coming off that Dundee had signed. I think it's Rory Patton becomes the Terriers' first signing of 2025. He is a striker. They just brought him in. I think it was yesterday, and he caught the eye of the Hibs. So there he is. He's a striker. Don't know much about him. I think he came from League Two. He's 24 years old. Arrives 24 appearances with his name. So it looks like this is the guy that they brought in, and then they knew that Dalby was going to be coming back. So, not the signing I was call it a signing. Jesus, I'm calling it a signing. Not the news that I thought we'd be getting on a Monday. I thought we'd be, going after some of the guys in the thumbnail, maybe Michael Smith or Asgard or anybody like that. My feed is going off right here. So yeah, Dalby, if it's true, might be coming back. What say you? Or what's starting for Dundee? Okay, cool. Yeah, it is going. I'm just getting through here. But that is the rumor that's going on. Anyways, man, I'm awake. Well, hi, Hip Karma. It looks like Dalby's coming back. Looks like Dalby is coming back. Okay, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. We don't know if he's in the lineup tonight. I don't know who's watching. If Dundee, I know Dundee has a game. I'm not sure if their lineup is going on right now, but I don't know. I was gonna break into some of the other stuff that we going on today. Lineups are not out yet for Dundee tonight. Thanks, Graham. Keep us posted when that does happen. I'll probably drop it about, if it's a noon game for me, probably about 9 minutes. So keep us posted on there too. Matt Al says he was messaged earlier but missed the message. I could have upset you earlier. Yeah, breathe, everyone. It's not ending. Listen, it's not end of the world. It is not end of the world stuff. And let me just have a quick. I don't want to rant. I don't want to kick and scream. But hey, Marie from SoCal. But it's what it is. I mean, they clearly think that that Dalby coming back, Parkinson wants him back. If that's the case, JM coming back, he's gonna maybe, he is starting for Dundee tonight. Hold on a second. Why would he be starting for Dundee tonight? Which is crazy. Techie, if you're around, you want to pop in, just send the link. Why would he be starting tonight? This is why I'm so worried to put this stuff out there. 100%, it's happening. All this stuff. Not that anyone relies on me for information, but if he's starting tonight and he's coming back to us, wouldn't you think that they wouldn't want to risk it? I don't know. I think maybe one last Swan song. I don't know. Maybe they don't have anybody else. I'm not sure. But if he is starting for Dundee tonight, that's interesting too. That puts another puts another ripple in there. But if you're going to go off, this is how we do things these days. He changed his. Some guy at the chip shop said that he's coming in. Some guy, I was having a sandwich at Sbarro's or a pizza at Sbarro's, and I overheard a guy talking to his mom that told his kid who saw this guy, that Dalby was at 31 Flavors last night. I mean, I don't know, stuff like that. But this is what we have to go off until they're holding the shirt back up. This is what I always say about the signings, or even someone coming back. Until they're holding the shirt back up, we also can't. We can't go by it. But I believe the people that have good sources out there, the people that I trust and people that you probably trust too, is probably right. I just don't understand why he'd be playing this evening for Dundee. Why he'd be playing. Could it be Dalby's coming back up as a backup plan in case we really want falls through, particularly as he's in form? Well, that's a lot of strikers to bring back. I mean, count the strikers now. Let's do it. All right, Bavardson left. So let's start Ollie Palmer, Mo Fall, Paul Mullen, Jack Marriott, Stephen Fletcher, and now Dalby. We have 6 strikers. 6 strikers. Now, put that one out there. I mean, I don't do the math. You can only play one. You can't play 6 strikers at a time. Granted, he only plays 2 or 3 of them. Pretty much. But what's he doing getting on the pitch tonight? If that's the thing. When do you think we'll find out if he joins back? Probably tonight, tomorrow. I'm not sure. Goofy Splat. You guys tell me. You guys are on the ground there. Guys and gals are on the ground in Wrexham. You know more than me. I'm just reporting what is going on for what people are telling me that I believe are credible to our community. So, but have your say. Have your say. So I'm just looking at another thing here. I just saw something on Palmer. I hope that's not our Palmer. No, it's Cole Palmer. Okay. Palmer to Wimbledon. Where are you getting that from? There's no way he's going to get rid of Palmer. There's just no way. I could be totally wrong. I mean, I'll open it up. People want to come in. New people want to come in and have their say. Just let me know. Just say, drop the link and I'll put it in. But yeah, if this is going. I don't think if he's playing tonight, I don't understand it. Moving on, I was going to get into little things, about the latest January transfer windows rumors, which just punched us right in the gut here. That's Michael Smith, obviously from Sheffield Wednesday. Their manager was saying things about him, kind of being a little bit, not committing. But now with the Dalby news, if this is happening, then I don't see that happening. I mean, clearly, Michael Smith is like a Parkinson clone sighting for right now. 33 years old, 6'4", 3. That's a guy that I'm like, yeah, sure. That's the only guy I would thought he would bring in. And then you got to go to Dalby. I mean, if Dalby bringing him back doesn't cost you any money, that's sure what you're going to do. So yeah. But he said he sat on Schuster because talks are ongoing. Kent Guilford is saying that. Talking about Palmer. Could you really see Palmer leaving? Palmer to Gillingham, to Gillingham and Wimbledon. Heard it on FID this morning. Okay, that's another good rumor out there. I mean, the rumor, but the clock is ticking at the end of the day. The clock is ticking at the end of the day. If this is what we're going to be doing, if we're going to go back to the Dalby well and the JM well. We're not going to go in for anyone that we're talking about, like the Asgard guy, which by the way has a terrible haircut, terrible lettuce on him. That's the route he wants to go. Again, I don't have much faith in the rotation of a squad. Parkinson is going to do it his way, and that's what's successful, and that's what he's going to do. So, barring anything changing, it's going to be a Dalby. It's going to be a Dalby Mullen up front. Is that what's going to happen if Palmer sits? Is that what we're looking at, or an Elliott Lee pushing back into the middle of the park? I don't know, but going in, we face Here you go, John. Here you go, Webby. The best team in the league on Thursday. This is the news that we're getting out there. We're bringing Dalby back. Is that gonna motivate the team? Is that gonna motivate the squad? Is that going to motivate us to go on the pitch and go out and deliver a bounce back game after we lose to Shrewsbury the other day? I don't know. I don't think it will. I don't think it will. Kip Carmen says rumors are going hard. There's still time in the window. We knew that typically any new signings are very late in the window. We don't very late, not late at all. But the clock is ticking. Yes, it closes on the 3rd. I think it's 13 days from now. We're gonna be connected to everybody under and their dog and their cat for that matter. But I'll go out and say I don't understand why if he is coming back, why is he playing tonight? Who the hell knows? I wouldn't risk it, but it's only a loan, and we control it. So this might be his last song to Dundee United. Dundee United versus Dundee. It's a derby tonight, so maybe that's it. I can actually, I could probably put on Paramount Plus and see what's going on. If you missed the deadline, John Merrill says Dundee wouldn't care less. You have a game on Thursday. He won't be their player by then. No, and he's not going to play. There's no way. There's no way he's going to play. I heard Ronaldo is holding out for a bigger equity stake. That's true. That's the best rumor out there. Think Asgard would be a great player for Wrexham. Looks like a very good player to me. Yes. So I think he would be a good player too. And I was going to we're just kind of running around here doing a little bit because I kind of got thrown off with it too. This is Asgard. This is the kid that everyone's talking about. Plays for Wigan Athletic. I don't know too much about him, but 24 appearances, 7 goals, 2 assists, 22 years old. Cam plays the Elliot Lee role. Terrible lettuce, but he's apparently a good apparently a good footballer. This was the other day. His free kick the other day. I mean, this is pretty good.
I remember Q was lurking as well. Asgard with.
Boom. There he is. I mean, what a goal. There you go. Look, I mean, just look, boom, just back of the net, boom. I mean, that's one clip. That's one clip of the guy. I've never seen him play. I have no idea how good he is or bad he is. 22 years old, that's the type of player I'd be going after. Although Dalby's 25 years old. Dalby's 25 years old. But to the point of all this stuff, all the rumors are going to happen. The other guy, the guys out there, there's so much. There's so much rumor and BS out there. I don't know. Matt Al says he sent me a message. Okay. Matt Al sent me a message. Okay. Up for the cup. So this is a cup game tonight. So Dalby is starting this evening. Here, I'll put this up here. Share. Here is the starting lineup for them. So that is number 19, Dalby. I'll put that up right there. Thank you, Matt Al. And I'll read the message out. Let me read it first because there's no swears. So I'm told that he's definitely been recalled, but he was past the deadline to us not to allow him to play tonight for Dundee United. So it's a farewell game. So it's a farewell cup game. Okay, that makes sense. Fine, fair enough. That makes sense. But would you risk him getting injured? I don't know. I don't know. But what do they care? What do they care? But thank you very much. I think Patty was right on Ken's show. I don't see where he plays in your system under Parkinson. I mean, if he's a good player, you find a place to put him. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't agree with Patty on that. So I don't agree with him on that. And it's not Ken's show, by the way. It is the local pundit. Asgard is attracting interest. Seems likely he's going to the championship unless he would rather be on the DACO, since he's reportedly the interest from the championship clause that unlocks his sellout clause. Apparently, there's 6 clubs that did his clause for Asgard. For one of them, I don't know. Unpopular, but I'm actually excited to see him come back. Will be interesting to see. I mean, there is something to seeing him come back and succeed. All right, let's take the positives of this now. If he's coming back, and let's say he is at this point, if Dalby is coming back, right? Yes, if Dalby's coming back and he comes back to succeed and score goals and do what he's doing up north for Dundee United, that's great. Then we win. So maybe we're getting ahead of ourselves. We're looking at what past this prologue. We're looking at what happened before. Webby, you're out, dude. definitely have to give him the opportunity to come back. Now, will he play him right away? I hope so. He seems to be informed, but not informed with us. He'll know the club. He'll know the players. He'll go right in. I don't know. But if he comes back and starts scoring goals, then everyone will own it. We'll hold that. Absolutely hold that. And fine, I'm happy to do that. For me, I don't think it's the forward moving business that I think we should be doing if we want to actually challenge to go up. I think if he comes back and scores goals, great. I think if JM comes back and scores goals, awesome. I rely more on JM than I would on Dalby. I've seen JM play at a different level. I haven't seen Dalby play at any level in this capacity, League One, to prove to me that he can do it. That's just my take. That is just my take. Ruth H says he's scoring goals, which is more than what our strikers are doing. He is scoring goals, Ruth. I think that's a great shout there. He is scoring goals. We're not scoring goals. And if we're going to go out and we want to go up and we want to score goals, he is informed. So maybe he is informed. So maybe we're wrong. And I'm happy to be wrong too. I'm happy to be wrong. I just would like to see us go out and do business. Asgard is a good player, but he plays in a possession-based team, and he has played well. It would be a massive adjustment to bring in that type of player for Parkinson. Massive is a big word, my friend. Massive. So if the Dalby decision was just made, it was mostly likely either Smith is not going to be coming or Palmer is a bigger injury worry than they have been letting on. Well, two things can be true there. Smith could not be coming, which now this probably confirms that's going to happen, or the Palmer is leaving or he's injured. One of the two. This is not going to. You can't not start a big lump up front. So they were showing pictures of. Michael Smith that wasn't playing this weekend because he was at his kids' thing. There's a lot of things. You guys are going to get banned if you keep talking shit. I'm going to tell you. He can do it back in League One. Remains to be seen. Absolutely. But let me see. I had something up here. I want to get his stats up, actually. Dear Sam Dalby stats. I want to go back to Sam Dalby's stats. If we had this type of return, 20 games, 10 goals, no assists. He's a striker. 20 games, 10 goals. We had a 10 goals to us right now. Let's say he did get 10 goals. Awesome. That's awesome. Dalby cover for Fletcher. Palma is a third big guy. Yeah, that's true. Graham Howe. If we're saying the Moles issues confidence, well, I'd expect Dalby to have that spades right now. He would have that in spades right now. He absolutely would. He's probably coming back full of confidence, chest big, barrel. In fact, I want to see what game is on. I'm going to try to watch that game tonight. If it's on, I will double check and see what's going on here. Would love Asgard back, especially since Sir Anthony Hopkins, aka Onion, is now playing for Wrexham. Okay. I'm trying to see if this is. I'm trying to see if it's on. Actually, Comar on. I'll look at it. Matt from Racecourse says we're saving in one area so we can spend big in another area. Stay calm, folks. There you go. He's got good sources. He has got good sources. There you go. So he's probably right. Stay calm. Dream on. Right. We'll see what happens. I don't know who that would be. Honestly, Matt would probably be another defender. But yeah, I don't want to be too overreactive. But if the news is correct, then there you go. Nothing you can do about it. Sure hope so. I hope he's right. I think you'll be all right, Josh. Scoring goals in the Scottish League isn't a really comparison League One standard. I don't know. I don't see it. This is a positive. If it's the Asgard thing, it's someone like that, someone we haven't even heard of yet. Awesome. I'm trying to see if the Dundee game is on here, and I will watch it. I will watch it. I don't see it on anywhere here, but not that I've seen it. I've seen him play enough to know that I'm not a big fan. I'll tell you that much. Steve Barton not back. Hip Karma is hopeful right there. Okay, let's park this for a little bit. Maybe some things will unravel. There's other news that I wanted to get into, and this has to do with the club statement about Colleen Allen. I'm going to move on from that a little bit. So this came out this morning. This club statement about Colleen Allen joins the board of Wrexham AFC Limited. So she is obviously the wife. I think she's the wife. I'm not sure. Anyways, Wrexham announced today that Killeen Allen has joined the board of Wrexham AFC Limited following the approval by the EFL. The appointment of Killeen Allen as executive director follows the announcement of October 30th, 2024. The Allen family becoming minority investors in Wrexham AFC Limited through the Red Dragons Ventures, who own more than 10% of shares in Wrexham Holdings. I didn't know. I thought it was just 10%. Who own more than 10%? Here is Wrexham commenting on it. On behalf of the Allen, here is Kaylin commenting on it. On behalf of the Allen family, I'm honored to be appointed to the board of directors of Wrexham AFC Limited. For over a century, our family has focused on building great businesses and uplifting resilient communities. We now look forward to bringing that family ethos to Wrexham AFC and the community of Wrexham. We're grateful to Rob and Ryan and the Wrexham community for the great opportunity. Together with the Wrexham board, I look to be playing an active and positive role in the club and community. That has nothing to do with football. That is about the community. So 195%, she's not going to be involved in football matters. They brought in the money, 10% gets that. I know they have a great track record for what they've done with the community and everything around it. That's what 10% or buying more than 10% will buy you on the board, and she should be, and that's fine. But as far as football matters, I'm not sure. There's a little bit of shuffle with Humphrey Carr and Michael Williamson. So I think there's a little bit more over here that I can look at right here. The shuffling of, here it is. Following the recent appointments of the club's full-time staff, the responsibilities of two current board members are to change from February 2025. This is back in the leader. Humphrey Carr will become the board's community director, and Sean Harvey will assume the role of board's non-executive director. Now, whatever the hell that means, I have no idea. But I do actually. But there's a little bit of shuffling around. Humphrey Carr, board's community director, and Sean Harvey will assume the role of non-executive director. So a little bit of shuffling there at the top, kind of just corporate stuff, to be honest with you. But as far as her being involved in day-to-day football, probably not. Let's give Scar some more time before we buy another defender. Oh, I don't want another defender. Scar should be starting, in my opinion. Scar should be 100%. She's taken Humphrey Carr's job. I think so. Dalby back like a new signing, says Kelly HR. I know. It's like a new signing. It's absolutely like a new signing. It's fantastic. So we shall see. Listen, if it breaks, we'll cover it. But, and if Matt's right or anyone else is right, the positive will be saving money there. Maybe we lost out on Smith, which fine. He's 33 years old. I know he's a goal scorer for the championship. And there's a little bit of going back and forth, and his manager dodged a question the other day. But maybe we're going to spend the money somewhere else. I don't know. Clearing the decks a little bit. Personally, I'd get rid of Boyle. I'd get rid of Bolton. I'd get rid of JJ. Those are the players that I think I would get rid of to clear some space out. Humphrey does want to spend more time back at home in Hollywood with his wife, to be fair. He's rumored to say that I talked to him straight on personally, and that's possibly a thing. I mean, his time is split. His time is very split. She won't be involved in the footy, like I said, but the community focus will be her priority. She will have a say in stuff, though, being on the board. No surprise, given her investment that happened. I think, that's exactly what I just said. What does she know about football? The community, I think, is where it should be at, which is fine. It is fine. So that's the announcement of that. We all agree on it. Great. The football will most likely just go through Parkinson and the team and everyone like that. Humphrey needs time to train for the Manchester Marathon. Every time I hear the word footy, I die inside a little bit. Well, don't die inside. Come on now. Please remember to like and subscribe. Yeah, a weird day. Honestly, a weird day in regards to getting the news back. But Dalby, it looks to be coming back. I mean, I wouldn't say it's nailed on, but I say it's 99.9%. And the people in the chat, as you can see, that they're on the ground know a little bit more than me. So what does this change now? 13 days left to go. Sam Dalby comes in, saving money. And this, honestly, I think this is kind of it too. And you got to think that maybe we're losing out on players because Parkinson is unwilling to unwaver from what he wants to do to win football games. So, am I going to come in and start right away? I don't know. I like Palmer or whatever it is. Am I going to come in and dislodge Elliott Lee? Probably not. You know, Scar coming in. He's a great example right here. Scar coming in, comes in, starts O'Connell, gives Scar like 2 or 3 games, puts O'Connell back in. Now look at what O'Connell happened. He's almost too loyal to it, you know, to a fault. I always talk about like Maka getting an opportunity to sit so we can get Ravon in there. You know, not really happening. So maybe some of these players, like maybe Michael Smith's like, I'm not going to be starting. You're going to bench me or whatever. You're going to start. I got to work my way into the system, which is fine. But maybe that's why we're losing out on some players. That's a possibility. But if we're gonna, you know, I'll worry about next year. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen in the summer. Turning over players, getting players in or out. You know, we shall see. Bruce says, U.S. right holder ESPN does not show U.S. TV Dundee United Scottish Cup ties. Yeah, but those would be on Bruce. That would be on Paramount Plus. But either way, Paramount Plus. And William says we've got a community. I don't know anything about that, so I can't dive into that. Matt, you do live there. Hey everyone. Hey Tess. Happy Sam Dalby Day. Yes, happy Sam Dalby Day. That's a good one right there. It is happy Sam Dalby back. This is as big as Pog back. This is as big as Pog back, if you know. Also, want to give a special shout out to Sarah Pritchard in our chat. Just want to give a shout out to Sarah. Thinking of you today. Hope all is well. Steve Barton says they're going to sell Dalby back. You miss out on Smith more due to the Sheffield Wednesday owner, as he is an absolute clown to deal with. There's a lot of them out there. Sam Dalby, shit sandwich tastes like shit, even if the bread's fresh. My quote of the day. Matt Owl's quoting himself of the day. There you go. And you have to assume Parkey is the main reason for our success and or failure in these windows. 100%. He'll wear it, and I believe in him. I do. I want us to be a little bit more ambitious. I want us to go out, and it's not my money to spend, so I really don't give a shit how much we spend. Go out, spend the money, and go up. Who knows if we'll get this opportunity again? Who knows if whatever the teams are going to come down for the championship aren't going to spend and go right back up? You know how hard that's going to be? The position we're in at third right now, yes, slippage a little bit, stutter step here. Go into the playoffs is going to be tough, but I still think we can do it. I mean, it is truly going to be a battle. And the battle, I said it started last week. We lost that match against Shrewsbury, but the battle continues to start this week when we play Birmingham City. And to be frank, if we play like we did last week against Shrewsbury, we will get rinsed. Absolutely rinsed. They will spank us. You know, they will spank us just because they wanted to. Other way around, because Dalby's already played a game at Wrexham, Dundee United make 2 clubs. Can't sell him another club. Talking about Dalby again. Yeah, absolutely. So, I don't know. Please get into the chat. Let us know what you think about it. I was going to open it up, but no one wanted to come in to have their say. Does he have to play a game for us in order to us to sell him? That's what she was talking about up there too. That's what she was talking about. I don't know if he has to do that. Anything else going on? I mean, honestly, I feel a little bit deflated. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry, but it is. But we'll continue to cover the news. We'll continue to cover the news. I guess I got to give him a chance. If he comes back, I got to give him a chance. I can't go in. I mean, I was giving Palmer 15 minutes a game. I got to go and give Dalby a chance back. I gotta do it. You gotta support the club. You might not like it. You gotta support the club, and you'll back him. I will back him, 100%. Gotta back him. But I'll hear about this. Here, I'll do this right now. New blood want to come in and say hi. Here you go. Jack Marriott. So this is a Jack Marriott thing. Which lastly we'll get to if no one wants to come in. Wrexham striker Jack Marriott is back following a long layoff, and he looked sharp the other night. Lincoln signed James Collins, decent forward at the level of good pickup for them. Yeah, everyone's signing forwards. Jack Marriott said he's been strong mentally. Says being strong mentally has helped him deal with a serious injury and speed up his return to action. It's a huge blow for Marriott, who was in rich vein of form, who scored 5 in 10. That's a great return. Imagine if he didn't go down. Marriott made his comeback after ahead of schedule when he appeared in the second half substitute for 2-1 defeat against arch rivals Shrewsbury Town. Goes on to say, it's a quote from Marriott. Obviously, it was devastating when it happened, says Jack Marriott. But in periods like that, you just got to try and be mentally strong and try and come back as quick as you can and be as safe as possible. When it happened, there was a lot of shock at first, and it was very hard to get over it. But what's done is done, and you have to fight through it and work as hard as you can to get back. And that's ultimately what I've done. Thankfully, he got back out there quicker than I expected, which is great because we have such a long way to go until the end of the season. And we do have a long way to go into the end of the season. He said, I'm delighted to be back, but but I just wish it was taking the 3 points. Talking about the game back there, too. He said, thankfully, surgery was a success and was able to build on that really quickly. And the boot and the cast came off. We put a lot of hard work in, and thankfully, I'm back stronger than ever. He said it was an innocuous incident on the training ground. I just gone over on it, and my foot just got stuck in the ground and just somehow managed to happen. So there's your answer. I just gone over on it, and my foot got stuck in the ground, into the ground, and it just managed to happen. Unfortunately, these days these things happen. You just ask. You have to take for what it is. Do the rehab and do everything properly. So there you go. I mean, sprinkler, not sprinkler. Maybe Mullen pushed him. Who knows? That's not what happened. He said it was just innocuous thing. So happy he's back. Graham H. Howe says, I'm dreading the Birmingham game. Fear the worst. Do fear the worst. And by the way, I was joking about the Ken thing. Jesus Christ. You guys crazy. Doll will be done after the warm-up. Laugh out loud. I honestly think it will be 1-1. Webby, I'll take 1-1 right now. Take 1-1 right now. Maka promised the payback. Well, let's see if he holds up his end of the bargain. Talking about this game coming up. Maybe they'll bring out the HP photocopy machine instead of the printer and Dolby pad. Oh man, you gotta back him. Just go out and do something else. Just go do something else. Bringing Dolby back. Also, it's kind of shitty to do to him. It really is. He's having a good time. He's enjoying himself up there. He's doing well. The fans love him. God, who knows? I don't know. What am I complaining about? I can't do anything about it. I got to support him. Can't do anything about it. As the world turns. Oh, hip karma. Hey, how are you?
Hello.
How are you?
I am barely awake. I swear to God. I looked on my iPad when I was 3 minutes awake and saw this. And then I saw Kelly saying, where's hip karma? So I thought I had better say hello.
I better say hello.
Now I missed the last 15 seconds because I'm on my iPad and had to kill the sound on YouTube. So you were reading an article. Was there anything worthwhile in the article?
Just JM got back and said he went over his leg and that's how he got hurt. But back in the day, back a couple months ago, the same old stuff. But the main quote unquote breaking news is that Dolby apparently come back. Do you have an opinion for us?
Look, I agree with Matt Racecourse Ramble's theory that this is simply saving him money for a big purchase elsewhere. And my own theory, and I think that supports, which is obviously why I like Matt's theory, supports my theory that he's coming back as a backup. He's in form. He's costing us nothing. So
that's not good enough for me. That's just not good enough. I'm sorry. Unless we do something great, that to me is weak. That's my opinion. But maybe I'm being too harsh. Probably am.
You are totally entitled to your opinion. You are. Yes. And what I'm saying is that they're saying he's in form. We're trying for these other people that we may or may not get.
Sure.
We know we're going to get him. He costs us nothing. Bring him back. Let some of the others go. And if he doesn't work, he doesn't work. You mentioned earlier, we have all these strikers. We do. And we have already said we have them and hardly any of them are performing. Who's performing? Fletch.
Yeah.
Fletch is performing and he's only here for another 6 months. I mean, So if it's going to cost you nothing, he's going to go anyway. If he doesn't work, he doesn't work. But if he does, awesome. If we can get a few goals out of him in the rest of the season, awesome. And if we can nail down who we really want, because clearly he's not who they're really after.
No, they wouldn't let him go. No.
That's it. So it's a matter of, and we talked about it before the window even opened. This window is nasty. This window is the window where people overpay for everyone and you really can't get the really good signings. You really can't get the good guys because everyone's holding on to them because they've got a season to finish.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I look, whether or not we get Smith, we don't. I think this Asgard guy though, and is it pronounced Asgard? He's hot property at the moment. Anyone's going to overpay for him if they get him.
Sure.
And I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to the Chip than League One.
Me too. He's got quality. I mean, from what I hear from people, I don't know. I've never seen him play. He's but it's good free kick there. It's one little thing. I mean, if he has that quality, if he's ambitious, unless he wants to come here because he wants to play for Wrexham and be a part of it, that's part of the story. If he wants to go up and play in the championship, then you can't stop him. But that's a player, I guess, by the makeup, 22 years old. He's got his stats right now for the season are 24 appearances, 7 goals, 2 assists. I mean, like I said, he's 22, plays attacking wing, left and right in the middle. He played across all 3 in the middle of the park. That sounds like someone I'd be after. But again, it is a tough window. I think we know that for sure. I just want us to go and make a statement. Everyone, that's it. We want to act like a big club. It feels like we haven't been doing that. We're just kind of like, oh, we're lumping along, and maybe we just can't get our targets. Kelly Davidson says, I think it's really shitty to do to Dalby. He wasn't happy at Wrexham. I don't think he does well unless he starts. I hope I'm wrong.
And I can totally see where you're coming from, Kelly. Sorry, I'm going to cough. One of those, look, I can totally see where you're coming from. The other thing I'd like to suggest, though, is that he may want to come back for a short period of time in order to prove something to himself and the club. Like, he's gone up to Dundee and he has shone, and his confidence must be through the roof. Wouldn't many people want to say, I am doing well, let me just come back and show you how well I'm doing, and then I'll leave on a high going, see what you lost?
Exactly. So everyone loves a comeback. So I think probably I'm being too harsh. How's that?
Look, they're all people at the end of the day. Do I want the best for Dalby? Of course I do. Do I think what we're doing to Dalby is shitty? I think it can be read a couple of ways. Look, it's a business at the end of the day. It's a business that deals with people, and we're actually known for caring about our people more than others.
Very true.
I would suggest that there's a discussion has been done with Dalby, like, do you want to come back? We don't know that he hasn't been asked and hasn't said, yeah, I'll come back. I've got something to prove. And I know Dundee want me at the end of the season. For him, there's not a lot of downside on that if he has something that he wants to prove to Wrexham.
So do you start him right away?
Look, honestly, what is the downside of starting him right away at the moment? My question would simply be, in what position are we starting him?
What we don't know what's going on with Palmer, the rumor, Wimbledon, or whatever. I don't know who the other were. Oldham. I'm not sure who else that was. I don't know if that's true or he's injured. Who knows? I don't know. But I'm sure there's stuff going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. But, you mentioned Palmer. Obviously, he doesn't fancy Mullen.
Well, no. And
Mullen, completely out of favor.
Well, you've got to admit, we've given Mullen every opportunity. At this point.
Literally
every opportunity. Yeah. So he could actually sit in either of those roles. How tall is Dalby again?
6. Hold on, I tell you right here. He is 189. Whatever that is in American, I have no 6'3". I think he's taller than me. 6'4".
Yeah, 6'3". He's about he's easily 6'3".
Yeah, he's definitely taller than he was when I met him.
So he can totally move into the Palmer role and rest Fletch and put Fletch back into an impact player role, and then give JM time in the small role if we're talking big small.
I'm starting JM on Thursday. I'm starting Thursday. Oh yeah. Yeah.
And
Back at
and
100.
this is what I'm saying.
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously he's going to play tonight. This is the farewell game. I guess we missed the deadline if that's true. Okay. Kip Anderson says, I agree. Why would we want him to come back? The most popular club in the world. Why wouldn't you want to come back to the most popular club in the world? Says Steve Barton. And Kip Anderson said he should stay in Dundee. It's better for him. And then, and one more here. I just wanted to get this one up. Hugh D says Wrexham to sell Dalby to Dundee. He's never shown up at Wrexham. I mean, it'll split the atom here. This will, definitely split the atom. The only reason to recall Dalby this late in the window is that other targets haven't been done. You have no other reason to recall a player out of contract for 6 months who wasn't needed at the start. I think that's got to be it. We cannot get something over the line, which is insane if that's the ability. Either we don't want to spend the money, or Parkinson doesn't want them, or Parkinson saying to these players, not giving them the confidence they're going to come in and play right away. Those are the things that I could see happening.
And with the greatest respect, John, because you know that I love you, except for like 2 hours a little later this week.
This week. 2.5. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Sorry. Again, morning. It's morning. I haven't been awake half an hour. Birmingham has spent lots of money this season. Maybe we're offering a lot of money, but we're not offering Birmingham money, or we're not offering championship money to these people that we're looking to get. And I think that's not necessarily on Parky, that's on Sean. We're all talking about, what Parky wants and is willing to spend. Parky might want them. It's what Sean's also willing to spend to make that happen. So can we include that in our discussions about what we're getting and who we're going after?
Yeah. They've done a really good job at keeping things quiet. I mean, the rumors, 2-3 people, that's fine. The club is doing a good job at keeping things quiet, keeping guessing. There's things out there. We're connected to a lot of people. We're rumored to be around a lot of people, but they're keeping things quiet. I mean, the Dalby thing, I think probably you can kind of read the tea leaves if you go down that. I agree, but I don't know. I mean, I definitely am being harsh because I want us to go out and do business. If Dalby comes back and scores goals, fine. I'll take it. It is what it is. Even Palmer, but we've seen Palmer play. He doesn't score goals. Mullen, like I said, have given him every opportunity to do so. JM, it's unfortunate what happened. 5 and 10 and goes down with a leg injury. He's back. I hope he comes good. I mean, you want everyone to come good, but I just want us to, for lack of a better word, act like a big club, want to go up. And I know we have the ambition to do it because we say it outwardly all the time. So I'm wondering if it has to do with the agents and the Parkinson thing. That's what I think. I don't know.
Kelly had a good shout just there.
Dalby,
you had that up.
Yeah, Dalby made the assist to Marriott in the goal at Santa Clara. Maybe that could work. I was there. Yeah, maybe that could work. Let's make it happen.
I think there's possibility. There really is.
Look, maybe. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's fine. For me, I think this is just a pragmatic, and please don't take this the wrong way for Dalby fans, but it's a pragmatic backup. It's like, if we can't get who we're wanting, let's just get this guy in. He's in form. We know him. He knows us. And I do think that many personalities would come back and say, I've got something to prove.
Yep.
I've got something to prove to my club before I walk out. And they're giving him the opportunity to do it.
It's dangerous if he's out of contract. Tess sticking up for Dalby, saying he never showed up at Wrexham is super harsh. In the National League, he was a good starter. I mean, that was 2 leagues ago, but he did play well for us. You can't complain about that. So there is some smarts to that. And Goofy Splat says, my starting 11 for Birmingham would be AO, Max, Scar, Stash, Rathbone, Dobson, Lee, JN, Palmer. Not sure about Palmer, though. Well, I'm not sure about Palmer either. Do you think we'll show up on Thursday?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I really don't. But on that note, I do have to go.
Okay.
It is Tuesday morning here, and I have contractors who have been in fixing retaining walls and things for me, and they will arrive in less than 20 minutes. So I actually need to be out of bed.
Okay, out of bed. Just a note there too. On Thursday, Ken is going to be doing a match pregame. He's going to be doing that for the pregame. So you should jump on with him and say hi as we build up to the game.
Oh, look, definitely send me a message and let me know when it starts and such.
I will. I'll connect you. I'll connect you. I'll talk to you and Ken for sure. But yeah, Ken's going to be doing a build-up game. All right, go do your thing. Cool. Good to hear from you. Good to hear from you.
Thank you. And on that bombshell.
See you there. That is the lovely Hip Karma, as always, just calming us all down. Almost forced me to rethink my whole thought process in Dalby. I'm super excited he's back. Give him the number 9. Start him. Just start 11 Dalbys and 11 Palmers on the pit. Like just Palmer and Dalby, and that's it. No goalkeeper, just Palmer and Dalby. That's what I'm going to do. That's gonna just. It's gonna be 11 versus 2. Palmer and Dalby. That's what we're going to do. Steve Barton says, I feel sorry for people who do not drink because when they wake up, that's the best they'll feel. You know what's funny about that, Steve Barton? And thank you for the absolute lovely super chat. I appreciate it. It does help support the show. In fact, I'm meeting with someone tomorrow about getting the stats up on here, which is great. And all the support for that goes right there. Moving carousel of stats, beating that person tomorrow morning at 9:30 in the morning. But on that note, you got to understand. So I'll bet Matt from Racecourse trolls me on Manchester United hardcore in our private, which is, I love it. It's amazing. Okay. And it's usually in the morning. So I see that, but I get messages from everyone around the world, Matt included, Matt out, everybody. And normally it's either trolling in a fun way. It's in a fun way, or it's news about the Dalby coming back, or it's, bad news or good news, like direct messages. So when I wake up at ass o'clock, kind of like the lovely Hip Karma there, and you're getting news when you wake up and you haven't even gone out of bed, you're still eye crusting out, all that shit. So it hits you different. I like Ken gets up at 2 o'clock in the morning to watch the games. You know what I mean? Ivan was getting up at 1 o'clock, and you're getting either bad news or good news. It'll ruin your night and day. So understandably so, waking up in the morning and getting the information is so weird. It's so weird, but it's the price you pay. Carol in HR says, Dalby should have never worn a Wrexham shirt. He wasn't good enough in the National League. He sure as hell ain't good enough. You're not. Harsh, say it with your chest. Say it with your chest. We still love you too, Hip Karma. Josh, as Josh already said, Bruce, do you honestly see Parkinson selling Palmer at mid-season? I don't think so. Here we go. Watch. There you go. Okay. All right. I wonder what the lack of business acumen and inability to land targets does to the confidence in the dressing room. I think our dressing room is solid. Carol and HR. I do. I think our dressing room is solid. I don't think that's bullshit out there. I really do. I think there's frustration. I think there's frustration because I know we can play better. And in fact, I'll say Ivan said to me the other day, I think the frustration might come sometimes because some of the players want to play a better brand of football. That might be the frustration. But I do think 100% that they're 150% behind the manager and about going up. But I do feel sometimes that we get caught up in being a little bit more, I don't know, not playing as free as we can to our best of our abilities. That's what I think some frustration gets in. The lack of business and the confidence in the dressing room. I think a lot of those players feel very confident, and I think they trust the manager, and I do too. Albeit, yes, we kick every ball, very, very contained. Thank you, Paul Kelly. Thank you, Paul Kelly. And going back to this one right here, if Parkinson sells Palmer mid-season, my head will explode. Literally gone, just absolutely gone. But again, thank you for the super chat. Thank you again. And John, one more here. I see what you mean, but we're calling another forward. That means that Palmer, Mullen, J.M. Fletch, and Dalby. It's simple math. Too many forwards with only 7 subs. You only have to miss out. And fall, by the way. And fall. All right. Not much else other than that. If Dalby does come back and break it, we'll break it later. I have something I have to do later on, but I'll do it from my phone if necessary, if I have to. I think we have to put trust in Dalby. Goofy splat. I guess I'll do it. I'll put trust in Dolby. How's that? I'll put trust in Dolby. I'll put trust in Dolby until I won't. I don't know. I don't know if I can't. I don't know if I can agree with that. So you think he's injured for the rest of the season? Then are we talking about? I don't know who we're talking about in the chat here. All right, let me get everyone out of here. News of the day is rumor is that Sam Dolby is back. He's playing tonight and he's coming back. That's the rumor. That is maybe not a rumor, possibly true. We'll see. Good sources out there that say it'll happen. But again, thanks for coming in. Please smash a like on the video and subscribe to the local pundit. Go watch the Ken show from yesterday. Ken and Patty did a great Sunday session, which is awesome. Going to be doing more of those. Ken probably will do Wednesday shows and probably Sunday shows. That's what's going to be doing. Just break it up a little bit for everybody. Also, just a quick note, as you can see over my shoulder there, the watch along on Thursday against Birmingham City live at the Cosm. We'll be live at the Cosm, which is great. Yes, the Ken show. It's not. I've just changed the local pundit to just the Ken show. That's it. It's over. It's going to be just the Ken show. I'll tell him. You will make his John. You are going to make his day. You put Ken's name in the chat. He'll read it. I don't care if you talk bad about him. He will read it. But now we'll call it the Ken show. It'd be great. I love it. Anyways, to that note, watch along on Thursday at live from the Cosm. Live from the Cosm build-up show, pre-game, a pre-game match build-up. Going to be Ken, possibly Patty, and if anyone else wants to pop in too, I'll be there. I'll be getting things ready for the watch along live from the Cosm, and then afterwards, Rextra time is Patty hosting the call-in show. So make sure you get your say on that. So we've got a full bevy of content for you on Thursday. Plus, when I get home afterwards, I will be doing Wrexham reaction. So awesome stuff. You're very welcome, Kelly Davidson. It's good to see you all. And please, if anything breaks, we'll be here. So let's see what happens. And on that bombshell, I'll see you all soon.